And if you guys do this, which, man, I'm excited. I think everything I hear, I'm like, wow, I'm excited for you all. Because in the 5th chapter of 1 Corinthians, the whole thing, Jesus said the reason we did this thing is so there's reconciliation. There's enough churches going this way. What Jesus is wanting to say is, I've given you the ministry of reconciliation to come together. Now, where in the world are people saying, look at the church coming together?
You don't hear.
Is there one expression? Because if you are going to come together, let me tell you what's going to happen. Somebody's going to have to be crucified from the foundations of the world. Somebody's going to have to give their life for the other people, and the other people give their life for the other people, and you're giving your lives for each other. All of a sudden, you look so unified, people go, wow, that looks like the body of Christ. That resembles something that I've read somewhere. And they were all of one accord.
Yeah.
So, I got to get to the finish of this. So, in Revelation, nobody knows what Revelation means. Everybody's got all these ideas. Nobody knows. You just read it and just say, thanks, God. It's just, let me tell you what Revelation is. Revelation is just a way of God saying, you're stupid and I'm not. If you don't believe that, you just ask everybody. You know, I'm always amazed. Somebody gets saved, the first thing they want to do is, I want to have a Bible study in my house. Okay, what do you want to do? Revelation. It's like, nobody understands Revelation. Study the Gospel of John. Find out how to love each other. Don't study Revelation. Oh my gosh. You know what Revelation means. Are you pre, pan? What are you? God, I know what? I know this much. I read the back of the Bible, and we're not getting out of this thing alive, so you got to do the best you can what you got right now. Don't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. The end of the world? Yay! I'm out of here. It doesn't come? Yay! I go down and get to be up there when you all get there. So, you know. But Revelation 3 says this, behold, I stand at the door and knock, and if anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come into him and dine with him, and he with me. I want to tell you something. I want to plead with you all. What you're doing right now is standing at the door, and I know you're trying to get your visions together, trying to get your theology together. All that's important. But none of it's as important as standing at the door together and knocking. Somebody has to stand at the door and knock. And Jesus is going to come. And he's going to open the door and he says, hey, I'm going to come in with you all. Now, he already said he's going to come if you gather in his name. But there's a difference between the way he comes when we knock and we open the door and he comes and abides, than when he just shows up because he's obligated to. Now, I don't understand that. I know he's omniscient and that he's everywhere in all things at all times. So he's everywhere. But there's a different way that he comes and inhabits the praises of his name. Now I want to say this about coming together, and then I'd like to have you all ask questions. If you don't have questions, because I don't have the answers. Dumb looks are free. Answers are 50 cents. Right answers are $10 million. I have 6 children. I have a daughter that has 11 children. Her husband's a veterinarian, so they're used to puppies, I guess. I don't remember which one it was. It was like number 7 or 8. But one of them said, I don't want another baby. Put it back. And And Alicia said, that ain't happening. I worked too hard to get it out. That ain't happening. That's not happening. You know what happens every time a baby comes into a home? Somebody gets dethroned. I'm the oldest. Most leaders, a lot of percentage of leaders are firstborn. You know why? Because they're so stinking mad that somebody took their place. They're trying to take over. They're trying to get that place back. I want to lead. I want to be first. You were first. Yeah, but that kid's on mom's lap. Get that kid off there. Gets all their attention. Now that's even true in the church, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know how I know? Because we took the pews out of our church. I'm getting rid of the pews. Because there's a pew-itis that people get. That's my seat. See those butt marks? They match. It's mine. Somebody new comes. Just stand there. The new person goes, may I help you? Does that feel comfortable? I guess. I've never been to church before. It can't be comfortable. Why not? Because it doesn't fit your butt. Scoot over. Now I'm going to tell you, we got some chairs. You know what happened.
Same thing.
They laid claim to the chairs. Now, it's too expensive. I tried. I tried to see what it would be to wire, put little electrodes in the seats, so that every once in a while I could just zzz, you know, not to get the Holy Spirit, just to get them uncomfortable enough to move to a different seat. And the Holy Spirit's like way off. I'm just trying to. Now, if you two groups do this, I want to tell you something. If you go there or they come here, somebody's going to say, is that seat comfortable? Do you like that table? See those initials in the table? That's Dennis Brooks' initials. That's where I generally sit. You still comfortable there? And after a while, the person goes, Because when people come in, when families get large, things have to change.
That's right.
And if you're not comfortable with change, what psychologists say, change in its first expression
Is negative.
what?
Is negative.
Is negative. Accompanied with the emotion of, anybody know? Anger. Change. It's always seen as negative. Now, you are saying, man, this is great, and then we put you all in the same pot. And I don't want you to get crabology. The first time I went crabbing down in Florida, is put him in a 5-gallon bucket, and we had one crab in there, and he said, keep putting that crab back in there. And I kept putting it back in, my cousin. And we caught another one, and he said, put that one in there. I put it in there, and I said, do you want me to keep putting it? He says, no, crabology will take over. I said, what? He says, as soon as that one crab tries to climb out, the other one will grab a hold and pull it back down.
Oh.
Huh. Everybody has a gift to excel in. Don't pull anybody's gift back down. It never makes you look good to pull somebody's gift down. You're going to have new folks sitting around you. You're going to be uncomfortable. You're going to go, are they going to take my place? Are they on the worship team? I used to be on the worship team. I'm as good as they are. Oh, no. Well, I don't. Did you hear that? That was off key, I think. Do you think that was off key? Praise Jesus, man. I've never found a verse that said sing on key. He said make a joyful noise. I got a son, let me tell you this.
We know his son.
They know Jeremiah. He couldn't carry the 240-gallon bucket.
He knows how to worship.
He
He's
loves
not
to
shy
worship.
about worshiping. That's right. And I want to say this last thing. Hold on till Jesus comes.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about end times. I'm talking about Jesus coming. Because Jesus is going to come. Sometimes Jesus comes after he lets the Spirit brood over the mess for a while, and then he'll speak a word and things get into order. But sometimes we have to get uncomfortable so we can brood over the mess. And you know what I found about Americans? Americans want to head out because they don't like being uncomfortable. Now, I don't understand that because we have all these wonderful gifts of the Spirit. We have or fruit of the Spirit, fruit of the Spirit. We have love and joy and peace and gentleness and kindness and godliness. But nobody wants long suffering. I pray that for you, brother. That's one you should have. I'm okay. That's a gift, man. And the reason it's long suffering is because there's times with Christian brothers and sisters that the suffering is long. And then Jesus comes. I want to tell you this, Jesus is always coming. He's been coming from the beginning. He's been coming in the Old Testament. He's been coming in the New Testament. He's been coming in Revelation. He's been coming ever since with revivals in different places. He's been coming into people's hearts. The whole idea of being transformed personally into the image of Jesus Christ is Him coming into me and transforming me into His image that I was created to be in the very beginning. He's coming, and He's coming for you, and He's coming for us. And so there's some things that we need to do. So my question would be, we're going to meet with the leaders, I think, tomorrow night.
Yes,
Is that right?
6:30, yes.
Okay. But just from an outsider's perspective, and I've been through one or two of these, I think you all need to think about what's your greatest fear. That would be a discussion point that I'd want to have with either the whole community or with the pastors of the different churches. Here's my greatest fear. And then here's my greatest expectation. The highest expectation for what we're going to see. Because I want to tell you what's going to happen in that. The same thing's going to happen in both of those. Your greatest fear is going to be realized because you're going to have to face it and change your life to overcome it. Either in the real place or in your imaginary place of your life, because you have to overcome that greatest fear in order to be effective. Whether it ever shows up or not, you still have to overcome it. And your greatest expectation, you're going to have to deal with that too, because it may be met and it may not be met, but you're going to have to deal with that face to face also. But unless it's out there, unless it has the form of words, it's a shadowy thing that the light of Christ cannot get into. And most of us like to keep our greatest fears and our greatest expectations in the shadowy places of our life.